I'm going to show you Plaintiff's Exhibit 10. That is a photograph you took with your personal cell phone, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and those are personal items of yours, is that correct?
That's correct.
Are those personal items of yours that you contend exist at 70 Dogwood Street?
At the time of photo, yes, those are the items of my personal belongings at 70 Dogwood Street, Camilla, Georgia.
Okay, and that photo is no longer on your cell phone, is that correct?
That photo is, I cannot have identified in my phone. I don't have that photo in my phone. That's correct.
Okay, you deleted that picture from your phone?
I took that picture with my phone, but this photo is no longer in my phone.
Okay. Did you delete the picture in Plaintiff's Exhibit 10 from your phone?
Again, I took that picture, but that photo is no longer in my phone, sir.
Okay, I'm asking you if you deleted the picture contained in Plaintiff's Exhibit 10 from your phone.
Truthfully, I do not have that photo in my phone, sir.
Okay, I'm going to object as non-responsive. But how did the pictures get off of your phone?
It is my testimony that I do not have them in my phone.
Okay,
I printed it off and submitted the document as requested.
And so then you deleted it.
Again, it is my testimony that I do not have that picture in my phone, but I did take the picture.
Do you agree with me that in order for the picture to get off of your phone, you had to delete it?
I will agree with you that I took that picture.
I'm not asking you that. You're answering the question you want to answer. I'm asking you a different question. Did you delete the picture captured in Plaintiff's Exhibit 6 off of your cell phone?
I took the picture with my cell phone, my personal cell phone, but I do not have that picture in my cell phone.
Object is non-responsive. I'm going to ask the question again. Did you delete the picture contained in Plaintiff's Exhibit 6 off of your personal cell phone? Yes or no?
I took the picture, but I do not have that picture in my cell phone.
An object is non-responsive. Can you explain to me how a picture gets off of your phone without you deleting it?
If I could, I would. I'm just not that technology. I can't go into time and tell you this and that. But I could tell you that I took that picture.
Can you tell me whether or not you deleted it?
I can tell you that I took that picture.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you, did you or did you not delete this picture?
Again, I don't have that picture in my cell phone, but I did take that picture.
Okay. An object is non-responsive. Am I correct in stating that your testimony is that you don't have any pictures any longer on any of your phones, whether your city phone or your personal phone, of either your residence at 70 Dogwood Street or of your residence at 421 Southwest Over Boulevard, apartment 88?
I have completely, unequivocally done exactly what I was ordered to do. And I have submitted those documents.
That's not what I asked you. That is not what I asked you. I asked you, am I correct in stating you do not have any photographs of your apartment that you had at 421 Southwest Over Boulevard, apartment 88, on any of your phones? Is that correct?
I have completely done as I was ordered to do.
Objection, non-responsive. Do you have any photographs of the room in which you used to sleep at 202 Hand Avenue, Pelham, Georgia?
I had the photos at the time that I needed to submit them.
So you've got photos of,
I guess,
the apartment in Pelham?
maybe I probably missed answer that without listening. Can you repeat that question?
Do you have photographs of the room in which you slept
Okay.
at 202 Hand Avenue in Pelham, Georgia?
No, I do not.
Did you take any photographs at all at 202 Hand Avenue?
I'm sure I have taken photos, but really don't recall.
Do they exist on your phone now?
No,
How do you know that?
it's a new phone.
When did you get rid of your phone?
Got rid of what phone?
The phone that you had before this one?
I don't recall.
Okay.
But I know this phone was not present or on my person at the time that I rented that apartment.
When did you get that phone?
I'd have to check Verizon to see the exact date.
When do you think you got that phone?
Don't recall.
What year?
Again, I don't recall.
You don't recall what year you got that phone? Mm-mm. So is that a no?
That's a no.
Okay. You don't recall what year you got that phone, yet you also remember that you absolutely didn't have that phone during the time that you lived in the apartment in Pelham. Is that right?
I guess so.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Was this briefcase ever at your apartment in Albany?
As I stated, the picture was taken at 70 Dogwood Street, Camilla, Georgia, my permanent place of residence.
I'm asking a different question. Has this briefcase ever been to your apartment in Albany?
As I stated, that picture was taken at 70 Dogwood Street, Camilla, Georgia, my place of residence.
I'm asking a different question. You can either answer the question or not answer the
I
question.
answered.
You didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. I'm asking this question. Has that briefcase ever been to your apartment complex in Albany?
That picture was taken at 70 Dogwood Street.
I'm going to object. It's non-responsive. Who, if anyone, assisted you with the preparation of this document?
I guess myself is the answer to that question.
Okay. Did anyone else assist you with preparation of the answers in this document?
I'm a pro se litigant, and everything was done under my full direction.
Okay, I'm asking a very specific question. Did anyone assist you with the preparation of the answers to these interrogatories?
I think that I was the main one assisting and directing what was done in these documents.
I'm asking, I understand that you were part of the process. Was there any other person that assisted in the preparation of these responses to these interrogatories?
Again, my response is that I'm a pro se litigant. Me, myself, and I were the people that assisted with this document.
Are you testifying that you were the only person on the planet Earth that assisted with the preparation of the answers in Plaintiff's Exhibit 2?
Again, I'm a pro se litigant.
Okay. I'm going to object as non-responsive. You haven't answered the question. I've asked it 5 different ways and you haven't answered. Which room? How many rooms are there?
There's 4 rooms
Okay, so when you walk in the front door, where's your room?
in the southeast of the house.
So on the right-hand side of the house, right as you come in, or in the back?
In the southeast part of the house.
Okay, if I'm looking at the house, where's that at? If I'm looking at the house from Dogwood Street,
I couldn't direct tell you. I'm just not that inclined.
you're not inclined to be able to tell me
I
where
sleep
you're.
in the southeast part of the house.
I'll show you what's been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 5. Do you recognize that picture?
Yes,
Okay, what is it a picture of?
there's a picture of my bed.
Where?
This is the bed at the place where I sleep.
Okay, where?
Give me 1 second. Let me refer to my notes. Let's see here.
Do you have to refer to your notes to tell me what that's a picture of and where you sleep?
I do. I want to be sure that I'm not misspeaking at this moment. Gotcha. This is a photo of the bed in which the room that I sleep. At
what
74 Sunset Circle, Camilla,
Okay.
Georgia.
All right. But you had to actually refer to your notes in order to testify that that is where you sleep.
Listen, I'm trying to remain consistent as a pro se litigant.
I'm asking a different question. It was necessary for you to review your discovery responses in order to just testify that that is where you sleep. Is that correct?
That document that had an exhibit item number on it, absolutely.
How long have you lived on a continuous basis in the room that you just described at 70 Dogwood Street?
70 Dogwood have always been my place of residence.
What room at 74 Sunset Circle do you live in?
Give me 1 second.
Can you just tell me off the top of your head where you live?
So I primarily sleep in an available room in the northwest corner of the home. But I think it's been said earlier that I have access to all rooms.
You had to refer to your notes in order to give me that answer?
Yes.
Okay. It's your testimony that you spent many nights in November of 2022 at your home at 70 Dogwood Street in Camilla, Georgia, correct?
I don't keep record of that.
Is it your testimony that you spent many
It
nights?
is my testimony.
Please let me finish my question.
Okay, wait.
Is it your testimony that you spent many nights in November of 2022 at 70 Dogwood Street in Camilla, Georgia?
It is my testimony that I don't keep record of that.
In December of 2022, did you spend the night at 70 Dogwood Street at all?
I don't keep record of it.
Do you remember whether or not you spent the night at all in December of 2022 at 70 Dogwood Street?
I don't keep record of it.
I'm not asking you whether or not you keep a record of it. Do you remember?
I don't keep record of it.
Okay, I'm going to object. It's non-responsive. What did you do for Christmas last year?
I don't recall.
You don't recall what you did for Christmas? What about for Thanksgiving? What did you do for Thanksgiving last year?
What did I do? I guess the tradition. I wasn't. Ate food.
Where?
Oh, I don't recall.
You don't recall where you ate Thanksgiving dinner last year?
I really don't.
Okay, what about Christmas?
I don't keep record of it. I really don't.
So you don't remember last Christmas?
I remember Christmas.
Do you celebrate Christmas?
I celebrate a lot of, yes.
Do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
A lot of. Every day is Thanksgiving to me.
Okay, but do you have a family get together for Thanksgiving?
I can't recall. Did we have a family get together or not?
All right. From January 1 of 2023 through the present date, where have you most often spent the night?
Well, again, it varies. I don't really keep a record. It's kind of hard to even say which ones I've stayed the most at.
Give me your best answer.
Got 30 days in a month, and I got like 4 different places there. I say 4 apiece.
You say
Four nights apiece at each residence listed there.
Are you doing that from memory, or are you just making that up? I'm trying.
That's all I can remember, because I don't keep a record.
You don't keep records either.
Nope.
Okay. Why did you rent an apartment at 421 Southwest Over Boulevard, apartment 88?
Again, I rented the apartment at 421 Southwest Over Boulevard, apartment 88.
Why?
No particular reason.
Your testimony is you rented an apartment at 421 Southwest Over Boulevard, apartment 88, for no particular reason. Do you maintain a residence at 255 Thomas?
My permanent residence is 74 Sunset Circle,
I
Camilla,
understand.
Georgia.
I'm asking a different question. Do you maintain a residence at 255 Thomas?
What does that mean?
Well, you tell me what you think that means.
It means to me that, no, my permanent residence is 74 Sunset Circle, Camilla, Georgia.
So it's your testimony that you cannot testify as to whether or not you spent more evenings asleep at 70 Dogwood Street in Camilla, Georgia versus 421 Southwest Overland Boulevard, apartment 88?
It is my record that I have spent many nights at 70 Dogwood Street, Camilla, Georgia, but I don't keep record.
So is it fair to say that you don't know the answer?
It's fair to say that I don't keep records.
I'm not asking you if you're keeping records.
I understand.
Okay? So I don't want an answer about records. I'm asking what you remember. Do you remember spending the night more or less?
And again, I don't keep records, so I couldn't tell you.
So in the absence of you keeping a record, your testimony is you're incapable of independently remembering where you spent the night.
I don't keep record.
Okay?
I have spent many nights, but I don't keep records.
I object. It's non-responsive. Do you agree that it was an apartment?
I agree that it was a space.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that. Let me hand you. So you don't agree that what you rented was an apartment?
I do not. That's
Okay.
not my thought process of the space that I rented.
I got you. Who lives at 90 Dogwood Street?
That would be my other sister.
Have you ever lived at 90 Dogwood Street?
I have always lived at 70 Dogwood Street, Camilla, Georgia.
I'm asking a different question. Have you ever lived at 90 Dogwood Street?
I have always stayed in my permanent residence at 70 Dogwood Street, Camilla, Georgia.
I'm going to ask again. Have you ever lived at 90 Dogwood Street?
I have always stayed in 70 Dogwood Street, my permanent residence.
Have you ever spent the night? I'm going to object as non-responsive. And then after you won the election, approximately 7 months later, you moved out of 74 Sunset Circle, correct?
That is not correct.
Okay, so you did not move to your apartment?
So the question was, did I move out of 74 Sunset Circle? No, I did not move out of 74 Sunset Circle.
But I don't
Am I
know.
correct in stating that the reason why you don't want to admit that you had been renting this for 4 years means you were not qualified to run for office the first time?
It is, again, my opinion that I don't have no opinion or document that was not presented to you or no one else that I did not present to you. I have absolutely no opinion of it. But I will tell you that, again, I believe it was only about 33 months that I rented apartments.
I'm going to object as non-responsive. How long did you live at 202 Hand Avenue, Unit C?
Again, as I stated earlier, I rented the apartment in Pelham beginning in June of 2020.
Is it your testimony that you never lived at that apartment?
It is my testimony that 74 Sunset Circle is my permanent residence, permanent address, permanent place I live.
All right. I'm asking a different question. Mm-hmm. Is it your testimony that you've never lived or abided at the apartment that you rented in Pelham?
What does that mean? Do you mind breaking that question down for me?
What about my question do you not understand?
Abide.
Okay, we'll just keep it to lived. Is it your testimony you've never lived at the apartment in Pelham that you rented?
It is my testament and testimony that I have lived at 74 Sunset Circle, and that is my permanent address.
I am not asking you that question. I'm objecting as non-responsive. All right. And you affirmed that you were the head of your household, correct?
Head of the rented apartment, yes?
No, it's not what I asked. It's not what I asked. You affirmed that when you signed this document, that you were the head of the household, correct or incorrect?
I was head of the rented apartment at 421 Southwest Old Boulevard.
I didn't ask you that. That's not what I asked you. I asked you affirmed by signing this document that you were the head of the household, correct or incorrect?
I was the person that was leasing the apartment and rented an apartment at 421 Southwest Old Boulevard.
How long did you live at that apartment?
That apartment was rented as early as June of 2020.
Did you stay at the apartment that you rented?
I have rented and shared an apartment at 421 Southwest Old Boulevard, apartment 88.
Do you dispute the accuracy of Plaintiff's Exhibit 13?
Again, I gave you what I submitted, and that was 33 months is what I believe.
Okay, I'm asking.
But I can't speak specifically when. I don't recall. I don't have the,
I know. I'm asking a different question, and I understand what you're saying. Your testimony.
because I don't keep record.
I'm asking this question. Do you believe that this document, which I obtained from Woodpine Way, do you believe it accurately captures the amount of time that you were a resident at that apartment complex in Albany, Georgia?
I don't have an opinion. Someone else's testimonial documents. I didn't present that.
But I'm showing you the document. Do you dispute the accuracy of that document?
I don't have an opinion of someone else's testimonial documents that have been given to you.
So
Or how you attained that, I don't know.
You have no opinion as to this document?
No,
At all?
not at all.
Okay. Number 9. All records of bank checking and savings accounts maintained by you individually or jointly with any other person for the past 2 years in responding to this request is permissible for you to redact all personal identification information and financial information with the exception of any mailing or other addresses contained therein. So we requested bank records for 2 years, yet we only got a single record from Georgia's own credit union. I'm going to mark it as Plaintiff's Exhibit 7 for 1 month and 1 year, statement ending January 31, 2022. Can you tell me why that is?
Gotcha. So the question, again, I think I was reading a different question too when you asked that.
You were reading the interrogatory.
Yeah, and this is the production? Okay, gotcha. I think, again, that statement, my response remains, the question is all records of bank checking and savings accounts maintained by you, individually or jointly with any other for the past 2 years.
Right.
What I listed and what I've... Okay, at this time, this was the only document I submitted. That's what you're asking me, right?
Yes, why?
Okay. Why was this the only one? I didn't outright object to it, you know. I submitted what I had.
I know, that's why I'm perplexed.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand why you didn't produce the other 23 months worth of documentation that would have...
I'm not sure, but that's what I had at the time.